Okay, today is August 26th,
Six.
I believe, and
Yeah.
we're in the ER.
Yeah, first surgery, we don't know yet if we have cancer yet. We're just waiting on a CT scan. We got the ID in. We think we might have lymph node cancer. We don't know what stage yet or what's really going to happen yet. We're just waiting on our other family to get here.
When I first got diagnosed, I almost didn't know what happened. I basically went into shock at that point. I had such a carefree life basically up to that point, and this massive, huge thing that you only hear about in the news had just happened to me. When I was first diagnosed, I was at the top of my game, tip top health. I was a starter on the line for my football team, and I was one of the most popular kids in the school. After I was diagnosed, I was forced to completely drop out of school for that year and forced to take online, and I lost a good majority of my friends and my health. People are sometimes confused about how people like me get the chemo. While it is mostly through IVs in the port, I am still forced to take some pills. I had to get a pill organizer myself and regularly filled it with over 5 pills a day, every other day. As well as this, due to me being allergic to one of the chemotherapy drugs, I was forced to get intramuscular shots in my legs. I had to get intramuscular shots in my thighs every other day, 6 sets for each dose of PEG I would get. In total, I've had around 80 shots, which is a lot. The best way I could describe the port is it's basically a USB port, but for needles, that goes directly to my heart. They stab my chest wall with a needle, and that locks into the port. That then has a tube that leads directly to my heart, so all of the chemotherapy medicine gets transferred to my body as fast as possible. The reason we sadly need it is because a majority of the chemotherapy medicines cannot go in an IV, which means we were forced to use the port, though that came with some complications. Complications, of course, being difficulty accessing the port. As it was attached to my chest wall, it would frequently move around while I gained or lost weight, which happened frequently during my treatment plan.
No, tell the lion. Phil.
Nothing. Look at this beast. Look at this animal. Look at this ogre. Look at this thing. Look at this guy.
My appearance has changed massively over the treatment plan due to the various medicines they're giving. I went from being tip top of my health all the way down to gaining lots of weight, losing massive amounts of muscle, and having my face puff up due to the steroids they're giving me. I've gained circles under my eyes, acne, which I did not have beforehand, and I lost a majority of my hair, though I was fortunate enough to keep a good amount of it. Something that may seem unexpected to most people is that I'm not always having a single mood level during this entire thing. My mood drastically changes frequently due to various highs and lows I experience. For example, when I get violently ill for several days, vomiting, not being able to leave the house, that's of course one of the lower points. But one of the more higher points is the various fun things we've been doing, even though I'm forced to be more careful due to the chemo, such as going to fancy dinners or experiencing new things. Even though I am going through active treatment, me and my family have tried extremely hard to continue doing the various things I like doing and to continue experiencing new things and eating food. Something that may seem unexpected to most people is that I'm not always having a single mood level. There's also been many highs and lows in terms of the physical activity. Near the start of the treatment, I was very high up there, considering I just left off from a football season and I was in the tip top health. Though as it started to continue, I started to go down and down, losing a lot of my muscle mass. Though eventually, as we neared the middle of the treatment, in the easier phases, I started to gain a majority of that back. I began going to PT, and I even went on several hikes and did, believe it or not, 8-mile bike ride up hills. People may believe that during the treatment plan, you're going to have one specific line of how you feel, but it changes drastically, and there's many highs and there's many lows depending on what, say, medicine you're getting that day or what they're giving you. Though this has been extremely hard, I've received enormous amounts of support from all my friends and family, and as well as the various groups I'm in. The football team even made a banner that they displayed at one of my games that I sadly was not there to see due to being in induction. I've received probably at this point thousands of Snapchats from my various friends from school, and I received so many letters and gifts from other various people. Even my old football team from 3 years ago still remembered me, and they sent me a poster too. I've received so much help and love from my family and everyone around me. I couldn't possibly have done this without any of them. As I'm nearing the end of my main treatment phase, I do have some final thoughts to reflect on. Though this journey has been incredibly difficult and hard, it's taught me a lot of good things, such as to rely on your family and friends to support. And as well as this, it also helped me realize that the healthcare system isn't all cut and dry as you may think. It's also taught me many things about being a role model. Because to be a role model, you don't always have to want to be a role model, you just have to do it. Sometimes we don't even want to do it, but we still have to for the greater good. For example, for Make-A-Wish, I got my Make-A-Wish, but I had to go to, say, a wish circle and say some words to encourage other people to donate to Make-A-Wish. Otherwise, next kid in line wouldn't get a wish. That just couldn't happen. We always have to raise publicity for the various organizations that support us. As well as this, I went to a run to support the Rady Children's Hospital, where various kids, including myself, who were all going through the same thing, being cancer, ran a lap around a park in support, while many families of the people cheered us on. It was a big fundraiser event, and even though I initially didn't want to go, I soon learned that if I didn't go, what would encourage the other children to go? And if none of the children showed up, there would be no fundraising, which would mean no money in support of Rady Children's Hospital.
Why do you always like try and hide the fact that you have cancer? You get so.
I don't. I'm literally making a video on how I have it.
But
I just don't want to share the personal details with him.
But I mean, in general, what's up with that?
What? It's hard to explain. It's like because kids like me, we just want to live a normal life. Why would we want to openly share that we have cancer? Because then that's going to make everyone change their viewpoint on us and their perspective. I just want, at the end of this, I want this all said and done. I just want to be a normal kid.
Do you think you can ever be a normal kid again?
No. I can be viewed as one.
But you weren't a normal kid to begin with. You were a superstar.
I know. But now I'm going to be a superstar of drama.
What? A superstar with trauma?
Yeah, you heard me.
That is hilarious.
Thank you.
I really appreciate how you've managed to keep your sense of humor. That is one thing that I think is unusual for us compared to other people, you know?
Yeah, and that's why the nurses love us. Superstar with drama. I poop you. I kill you.
Yeah, the fact that we've been able to, like, keep our sense of humor, you know?
Ooh, record. Something else that's majorly assisted us during this is merely keeping our sense of humor during this time. I've made probably thousands of jokes about this at this point, about the various things I've had to go through, and it's really helped me and my family keep a level head and to stay emotionally stable, as laughing is probably one of the best medicines.
just a simple melody, nothing to prove. Well, what could it be? It's only pop, sweet pop, da 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 da, pop, sweet pop, da 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 da, pop, sweet pop, da 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 da, pop, sweet pop, da 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 da. Now we are together, lovers and friends. We are sharing the same world that never ends. We like to sing and live together happily. It is so sweet in perfect harmony. It's only pop, sweet pop, da 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 da, pop, sweet pop, da 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 da, pop, sweet pop, da 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 da, pop, sweet pop, da 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 da. Of course, one day we'll die and be turned into dust, but we're not short of time, in present we trust. So may the sun shine, may the rain fall, it's part of life and that is all. It's only pop, sweet pop, da 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 da, pop, sweet pop, da 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 da, pop, sweet pop, da 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 da, pop, sweet pop, da 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 da.